Hey y'all, um, so before we start the video, I'm gonna say that I sound like really dead in this one. Don't really know how to fix that, but if you want someone who has a bit more lively of a voice, find someone else. Otherwise, you get to deal with me, the zombie. Alright, let's get to the video, or the intro to the video then. Howdy y'all. I know I've been gone for, like, forever, to those of you who actually remember me. Nobody does, but, you know, whatever. I'm trying to restart this, and I'm gonna start by, going moderately in depth into every single song in the new Deltarune chapters. Bit of a shift from what I did previously, but, like, it's been forever, and I love the new Deltarune, so I want to talk about it. Obviously. Well, anyways, like and subscribe, something. Alright, let's get into it. Alright, so the first song of the new Deltarune chapters, it's Flashback. It's an expert from the previous chapter, which it wasn't a song there, so they decided to add it here. It's real spooky, but it's a song from last time, so I don't know if it even counts. Definitely Gaster, though, like, the dun 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 dun. Okay, whatever. Next up, it's feature presentation. I'll just play the clip and then describe it.
It's now time for our feature presentation. Feature. Coming straight from your house. Coming straight from your house. He's the one. The king of. Only he's groovy and never gloomy. You can't get this from an egg. The sensation of your screen. The show that makes you scream. Say it with it, folks. Mr. Antenna's TV time.
So, this is honestly, like, just a really great introduction for the character. Like, it immediately connected to Spamton, just purely because, like, it just gave off the vibe of of the sweepstakes video, if you saw that, and it's also possibly a canon Mike voice. I don't know, but that voice could have been Mike. Alright. Next up, and now for today's sponsor. Super fun, super jazzy, really sets the vibe for the Tenna and the TV time, and it's honestly a bit of a jarring shift. Well, no, that's not the shift. The feature presentation is the shift, but yeah. And then we got number 4, Mike the Board, please. It's a calmer, more soothed down, more just in general and now for today's sponsor, so it's, you know, just chilling, you know. And then Sandy Board, this was, I'm pretty sure, an unused track from the, for the, sandy desert area, and it's, like, it feels like a Mario Brothers desert level, like, specifically the original Mario Brothers. But then the actual song, Adventure Board, number 6, it's more like Zelda. It's just straight up a Zelda song. Like, it's not actually, but it feels like it is. And it matches with the general vibe fairly well. And then there's Query. I have no clue where this shows up. It's just a fun little ditty. And then next up it's Quiz. It's the really great trivia music, I guess. Like, it's nothing like Metatons. Like, that one can't be beat. But, you know, it keeps the fun and energetic mood going, you know? And then we got Dig to the center of the earth. And oh my gosh, I love 8-Bit Lancer so much. And the little music, oh my gosh, it's the best. Ugh. And then 10, Pushing Buddies. I don't know why it was called Pushing Buddies when it shows up in much more important scenes than that one, but really good, sweet music that just sort of shows out of nowhere. And then, and then we got Rooter Buster. It's Rude Buster, but ruder and jazzier. Yeah. And then we have Physical Challenge. This is a bit more intense and energetic, but it's a lot like the quiz and the Mike the Board Please and Today's Sponsor and stuff. It's very similar, but a bit more energetic. But yeah, it's a good song. And then we got Board Clear. This just sounds like Zelda victory music. I know I keep going to the Zelda bit, but that's what it sounds like. Yeah. And then we got the Green Room, and like it's just hip shop, but somehow more lo-fi. Like I don't know how that was possible. And then 15, we got Vapor Buster and Beg for Mercy. Beg for Mercy. No. And then next up we got Paradise Paradise. It's Mario music but for a beach level. And then for Raft Ride we got some more Zelda but a bit more relaxed, you know, chilling. And then 18 got South of the Border. It's just a really fun song. I have no clue where it shows up though. Sound check. It's nice, whatever, music warm-ups, and then Susie gets understimulated again and goes crazy. And then we have number 12, Raise Up Your Bat. It is an insanely good song. I love how Ralphie changes the words, and I kind of wish they kept Susie's crash out in the song, in the actual recording song for the thing, but oh my god. I love it so much. And then, of course, it has Lost Girl. It has Lost Girl. I swear, they are all connected. Half of these songs have Lost Girl. Well, half of the songs that aren't Tenna related have Lost Girl or the Deltarune theme in them, and you'll see that coming up. Oh my god. Honestly, such an amazing song. And I feel like at like a minute and a half through, it sounds like Megalovania. I've never seen this mentioned anywhere. That bit, it's Megalovania, I swear. I'm not crazy. 21, we got King of Roly Poly. I have no clue where it shows up, I'm gonna be completely honest. It's a vibe, though. And then we got 22, Blowing Snow. It's eerie, yet relaxing, which is all good and fun, but surprisingly, this is actually just straight up slowed down Undertale music. Let's do the comparison. And you're back. Big City Board. It's the best cut void music, which is a shame because it's not only cut music, but it's cut music for a fake out board. And then Doom Board. Boom, 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 boom. Super ominous, but like it's a bit too energetic for like what's happening at this point. Like feels more like boss music than it should. Whatever. Then 25, we got Metaphysical Challenge. It's similar to Doom Board, but sort of makes more sense because it's a physical challenge. I like it. And then 26, we got TV World. This is one of my favorites, and it is the first actual non-meta video game area music in this chapter, and it's super awesome. It's definitely worth the wait, and the first half has the Spamton. It has the Spamton, which I guess it's more of the Tenna, like considering how often it shows up here compared to whatever. And then we got Hall of Fame. Woohoo! It's super fun, super triumphant. You won the chapter. You get Toriel. Nothing can go wrong now. Oh. And then at 29, we got Breath. It's some nice, creepy, ominous music for the real short pre-fight of the battle. Black Knife. Oh my gosh, I love this one so much. Like the first half a minute is literally just burn in despair from the Azrael fight, but then there's like the freedom motif and Lost Girl, and it's the best, and I love this. Oh my gosh. And then at 31 we got crickets. It's just like cricket noises, not it's mostly just atmospheric sound. And then 32 we got dump. I swear I haven't played Earthbound in forever, but I swear I've heard this in Earthbound. Like, not in this exactly. Maybe even this exactly. I don't know. I heard this in Earthbound, though. Then 33, we got Sword. It's more Zelda adventure music, but more Zelda, because it's the more Zelda part. And then Northern Light, it's alright, I guess. And I swear there's a light motif in there. I just can't find it. And then 35, Glacier, it's just stripped down adventure music, but it still sort of catches the vibe time to time. And then 36, we got Bitroot. It's like got nothing in there, and I love it. 37, Ram. Super ominous, and it is also the name for that creature, from what I can tell. Like, that's what people are calling it. And at 38, we got Burning Eyes. It's very similar to Black Knife, don't get me wrong, but it's different, and it's a lot pixelier, and not as good, but obviously, but it's amazing. I like it. And then 39, we got Old Wooden Rafters. It's alright, I guess. And then that's it for the Chapter 3 music. Woo! Gonna take a pic. Nope. And, yeah. On to Chapter 4. Alright, now that the little intermission is over, on to the Chapter 4 music. Woohoo! First up, we got Hymn, Hymn, instead of Him, like the first song in the first chapter. And it's just a little angelic choir thing of the don't forget. It is whatever. And then we have Another Day in Hometown. It feels like traditional, like RPG adventure music, but like with the Deltarune theme in it. Well, don't forget theme, I guess. And 42, we have Friends. It's super great pianoing. I have no clue where it shows up, but it's super awesome. And then for 43, we got Castle Funk. And it's, oh yeah, Cyber City meets TV World meets Calm. And then 44, we got Knock You Down, the rhythm version. It's just the rhythm game version of Knock You Down from Chapter 2, where you fight the Queen. Yeah. And then 45, we got Gingerbread House. Exactly the amount of Christmas expected for Noel's house. Like, super duper obviously Christmassy, but it's not in your face. Like, it is in your face, but not, like, aggressively in your face. And then 46, distance between 2 points. Lost Girl. Slowed plus reverb. And 47 is C. It's, I'm pretty sure it's the noise that plays when Carol first shows up, and it's just, like, immediate. Dead. Just instantly. And then 48, we got Atrium. It's just a humming noise fading in over and over. Why is it such a long song? Am I missing something? Was it a mistake to get bored midway through? Was there something that I missed? I don't know. In 49, we got Dark Sanctuary. One of the best overworld songs so far. Not as good as some of the ones coming up, but it's the best one out of the ones we've had so far. And then 50, we got From Now On, Battle 2. Holy heck, greatest battle music ever, including most of the bosses. Not all of them, there are a couple that have it better, but most of the bosses. And then we got it's a bit more energetic than you would expect the old man to have at first, but then once you get later into the game and realize whatever, then it makes more sense. You know? And then 52, it has the vibe of library during a thunderstorm would have. Because that's pretty much exactly what it is, minus the thunderstorm part. Before eventually getting a bit more energetic with, I think, a banjo. Still a bit more wild than we think Gerthen is at this point. Unless you've already figured out that he's not, because you notice the pattern. Then 53, we got Dark Zone. Ooh, spooky.
You're taking too long.
Gosh dang it. And then we got 55, Ever Higher. And this is actually a calmer version of a song that's about to come up. Really good on its own, but knowing that it's like basically just a version of a pre-existing song makes it even better in the context. 56, we got Wise Words. Somehow calmer than yeah, even though it shows up later in the thing. Whatever. And then we got Piano That Might Not Be Played Very Well. Lies. It is played very well. And sound like vaguely Don't Forget. And Chris, please don't give up on your dreams just because I'm possessing you. I beg of thee. 58, we got Hammer of Justice, baby. Woohoo! It's Spear of Justice, which I already love, but this is even better. Instrumentation is a bit softer, but you know what? Yeah, I agree. And then I agree. The Spear of Justice was a bit much. And then the percussion and the bass, and like 20% more samurai, and freedom motif from someone who isn't insane, and also doesn't use the shadow crystal. And also the symbols. And then 59, we got 12 a.m. It's alright. 60, we got The Second Sanctuary. Really captures the vibe of being in the sanctuary, but different. And it is the best overworld song we've had thus far. I am not joking. In 61, we got Ripple, starts off quiet and lame, but then it eventually gets to a good and unique song once it actually fades in. 62, it's 13 a.m. It's just a spookier 12 a.m., not really much, and then Third Sanctuary, it's a lot more like the first one than the second one is. Different key, and the time signature is non-existent. And then 64, we got Dark Place. It's a simple rhythm with a great melody and instruments. And Don't Forget is in there. And then we have Heavy Footsteps. Yes! It sounds like marching music, but ominous. I love it. And then 66, we have Crumbling Tower. Heavy Footsteps, but you're being chased. Or not really chased, but you're trying to not literally die. And then Spawn. Really synthy version of Crumbling Tower. Like, really synthy. And then we have Guardian. Not as much bass, but much more intense drum and melody. And it's also the song of what I thought would be the final boss, if I'm gonna be honest. Like, I thought this guy would be a lot later and probably look different. But it is the final part of the build-up that began all the way back with Ever Higher, and then started getting back up from having footsteps on. And then 69, Need a Hand, the best piece on this soundtrack. A better, more heroic Hammer of Justice. And then I just wish it was longer. And then we got 70, The Place Where It Rained. This one killed me, man. Just sounds like records crackling and dripping. But then, if you don't immediately rush down into your house, you hear that slow, reverberated chord that you hopefully recognize if you've played Undertale, or seen someone else played Undertale, but it's raining somewhere else, and then as you're like, oh shoot, it's raining somewhere else, can't believe it, and as you sit there waiting, the melody never kicks in. There's no sands in this one, but it still brings you back to that time when you first discovered the game of Undertale, and just, oh man. If you're aware enough of Deltarune to be here, you already know generally what the sentiment is for this song, and honestly, I still don't think it's talked about enough. And also, like, the lore implications of the song, like, the place where it rained, it's raining somewhere else, like, so they do exist within each other's universe, they aren't, like, separate, whatever, they are connected somehow, possibly through sands, I don't know. It's like, ugh, I love this song. And then 71, The Old Jitterbug, woohoo! It's a dummy slash ghost fight, I don't know which is which, with a swing and a looping. I love it so much. It's such a tonal whiplash, but it's scene's not great. Sand, stay away from Toriel, whatever. And then 72, we got Never Ending Night. It's like a completed version of Sanctuary, if that makes sense. Like it's the full version. And then we got the Legend, ... question mark. It's like an altered version of the Legend, sort of showing how the original wasn't the full picture. It was like more of a happier version. This one's a bit more minor and stuff. And then we got volume adjustment. It's super swingy and neat, like warm-up preparation type music. I'd expect this one to be found in like a bar or something. I don't go to bars, I don't know. And 76, we got Cat Swing. It's the full, real version of volume adjustment. This time, it's a fight, but it's literally just Spamton's melody, or Tenna's, depending on who you think. And then the only part where that part isn't the melody, it's in the background, and it's amazing, and it's like, it's perfect for a mic fight, but it's like too perfect, if that makes sense. Like, it's too on the nose to how you would expect Mike to be, if that makes sense. And 78, Synthfear, bit more bare bone. It's Airwaves, sorry. 77, we got Airwaves. So Synthfear, bit more bare bones and cut down. But it's just the Samson let him off. But then, like, when the beat drops, it's one of my favorites, like top 5 in the song. Oh my gosh. And then for the final song, we have Concert for You. Best music ever. I love it so much. I'm going to play the whole thing in full right here. I don't care about copyright. Just beautiful, I know. But, overall, the soundtrack is probably the best soundtrack out of anything except maybe Undertale that Toby has made, like, compared to the other chapters. And then, like, man, I love this so much. I love the game. I love the music. I love the... Well, thank you to whoever's still watching for listening to my unedited, unprepared, sort of rushed, quickly made rant about Deltarune music. You're a real one. Leave your comments in the comments, obviously, and, like and subscribe and whatnot. I already said that, but, yeah, this is a bit of a rushed one, but I'm trying to, like, start out easy and low effort with my return to YouTube. And so, I think that's all from me.